Sometimes this challenge seems so massive, so daunting, you simply have to start over. That's what I did with my stuttering. I had to start over. I threw away my previous way of talking and completely relearned how to speak. I started by mimicking broadcasters. I studied how they speak and simplified their technique into an easy-to-learn strategy for myself. It's simple. Breathe, emphasize, phrase. BEP. If you think about it, you do the same thing when you sing. You start singing on the exhale, emphasize a word, and then start a new phrase with a fresh breath. You sing one phrase at a time. And that's how I speak, one phrase at a time. I've done it so much and for so long, it's now automatic. I don't even think about it. It's that easy, but no question, it takes a ton of work. Now I'm going to demonstrate BEP with the famous John F. Kennedy speech. First, here's JFK's version.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.
In the first line, he emphasized two words, not and you. He even gestured by pointing on both words. Each time he emphasized, he stopped briefly to take a breath and set up the next phrase. It's classic phrasing. Listen again.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.
Do you hear it? Breathe, emphasize, phrase. These lines could be said any number of ways. For example, take the first line. You could say, ask not what your country can do for you, or ask not what your country can do for you. Same sentence, different emphasize, different phrasing. Play around with your phrasing. People who stutter tend to be rigid with their speaking. You need to break that rigidity. Do the opposite. Look at every opportunity to speak as a laboratory to try new things. Play around with your speech. Break the rigidity, but keep the integrity of breathe, emphasize, phrase. If this sounds like too much, start with one step. Start with emphasis. That's what sets up your breathing and phrasing. When you emphasize a word, you use up all your breath, which leads you to take a new breath in preparation for the next phrase. New phrase, new breath, all the time, one after another. It's the emphasis that made JFK's speech so memorable. It will also make you a better communicator and reduce your stuttering. Though again, this is just one step of many that you'll need to take to significantly improve your speech. For more on this and how I triumphed over stuttering, check out my blog at facingyourchallenges.com. Hope to see you soon.